Hey, what's going on, everyone? Day 3 today. I guess I was hoping to make this a little bit longer of an update than the last 2 days. Basically, last night I had a really hard time sleeping. We have 3 cats in the house, not all by my choice, mind you. I do love cats, but my girlfriend, convinced me to get 1 cat, and the first cat, her name's Maya. She's great, overall just a really good cat. Probably one of the best cats I've ever met, not gonna lie. And then we got another cat. We actually drove about 8 hours to go get her. It was 4 hours each way to a shelter down in Connecticut because my girlfriend was like browsing these sort of like I don't know what it was, like a cat like directory or pet directory like app on the phone that you can like see these local cats in different shelters in the local area, and she saw this cat, and it's basically what they call an odd-eyed cat. It has a really bright blue eye and a really bright green eye, so she was just like in love with the thing as soon as she saw the photo. And you could even see in the photos the thing like looks really scared, and we go down there and the cat wouldn't even come out the cage to like greet us or anything. It wouldn't even play. It hid behind like a one of the like cat furniture pieces while all the kittens were playing and going crazy, and I'm thinking to myself like we might as well just get a kitten. And the first cat was a kitten and really sort of behaved really well, so we ended up getting the cat she wanted to get. Obviously we drove so far to get her, and she's a great cat. She's really laid back, but she's originally was a feral cat, so she's just very scared. Like if I approach her, she'll run away. So we ended up recently getting a third cat. She just convinced me to get this third cat, which is actually literally right now pounding on one of the doors nearby in a room, driving me nuts. This cat happens to be just a little bit more annoying. She's older. She's like 3 years old. She does not like Maya, our first cat. She like chases after her and will like basically beat the shit out of her. And we've been separating them for literally like almost a month. So the reason I'm telling you guys all this and going into my whole cat story is the first and second cat, Maya and Nessa, were in our bedroom last night while I was trying to sleep, and most of the day they're just in there resting, but sometimes they like to chase each other, so they basically spent the entire night just running up and down the bed, going crazy. And we recently fabricated, like, it's funny, we use siding that normally goes on the side of a house, and we cut it with a just a regular knife, like a box cutter, and put that up against the bed on the bottom, so basically Nessa couldn't go under there because she constantly loves to just like chill under the bed, and we want her to get out of this like sort of shy mode. It's been like 6-7 months that we've had her, and she still likes to hide under the couch or under the bed or whatever. So we built this thing, and she's been more social. Like she'll actually let me like pet her and approach her and stuff. But man, the cat just went absolutely crazy last night, and my girlfriend also decided that because I started this challenge, she was going to stop smoking weed. I personally don't smoke weed. It makes me really, really paranoid. Affects different people in different ways. So she told me that she was going to stop smoking with the same, like while I did the same 30-day challenge. And she's basically had a lot of, I don't know if it's honestly related to it, but she's been having a lot of insomnia. And she basically, I ended up waking up last night at like 2 a.m., and I noticed she like wasn't there next to me, and it's like I know she has to work in the morning, so it was kind of crazy for me to like see that she isn't in bed, and she's still downstairs probably watching TV shows. So I went down there, and that's exactly what it was. She was actually trying to drink so she would get a little bit drunk, and that would help her fall asleep, which I think is just kind of crazy. But I really she ended up coming to bed, and we got the cats to finally calm down. So that was kind of a rough night. It definitely didn't help. But surprisingly, I had a good amount of energy this morning. I don't know what it is, but I'm starting to wonder if it's the cold showers that are actually making that much of a difference in just sort of getting into work and feeling a little bit more like getting stuff done. I've pretty much had a nonstop, like, productive day, I guess you could say. When I came home today, I didn't jump right on the computer like I did yesterday. What I did was I came home, I immediately started doing dishes. Brenda didn't get to them last night. I wanted her to, but I think because of her being drunk, that just did not happen. And I wanted to have everything, I didn't want to wake up in the morning, have to clean dishes, stall myself from getting into work, and then basically end up getting in later, hitting traffic or whatever. So I'll be ready to go to make a shake in the morning. Everything, will be smooth sailing. I also did something a little different with my workout. I haven't entirely completed it, but I started it instead of, while I let my food heat, while I was, doing things in between, like letting the grill preheat and stuff like that, letting my food get ready, I would do like 10 or 20 push-ups and basically just watched a little bit of a movie and actually stopped it midway to come up and record this as well as do some other things. So that's sort of promising. I mean, normally, like, on a night like tonight, you just want to come home after work and you just want to laze around and not do anything. But I'm like really in this like mindset where I just really want to get stuff done. The other thing I've been doing that's really helping, I wanted to mention, was I've been running to-do lists and doing like to-do list organization for a long time. But something that's been sort of helping me is in this program, you're basically supposed to make a list of things that you're going to do that day. Normally I just kind of have a to-do list and I just sort of pick at it. I actually had something on it for like literally months, and it was something I kept putting off. It had to do with a business that I opened, and I thought that it was something that was going to be really time consuming, and I just kept putting it off. And finally I put it on my to-do list, I think yesterday or the day before, and told myself, okay, this is going to be the night that I'm going to like look at this stuff. And literally all that it was signing a piece of paper and putting it in an envelope that I already had and putting a stamp on it to drop it in the mail. I thought that I basically, to kind of elaborate, I registered my own business through a company called LegalZoom, and they send you all the paperwork, they do everything for you, and when it comes said and done, they sent me like a whole packet of all the information about my business, and it looked very overwhelming, and they talked about like, oh, here are all the things you need to do now, and all of it was like review, except one thing, that they just needed a form, which was literally a copy of something, and I'd been procrastinating sending it back to them for months, not even knowing that it was something so easy. So yeah, I'm really glad to just like be able to make a list of stuff that I want to get done and then focus on that. I guess I could give an example of some of the things that I did today. I made a note to do the dishes. I made a note to put all the laundry that I have that's dirty, get it washed and actually fold it and put it away and not like stall that out till the weekend. I sell on a marketplace where there's $5 services called Fiverr, so I wanted to make sure all my stuff is up to date. Everyone's been responded to, things like that. I have an e-commerce site where I sell clothing, so sometimes I add like content to that site. So I have an article ready to go. It just needs to be put up on the site. I wanted to read a chapter from a book. I'm recording this about 6:15 at the time. I have a call with someone at 7:30 to talk about my website. He's going to help me out with some SEO stuff, search engine optimization, for those of you who don't know. And then I'm going to make a blog post about the 6th habit, hopefully today as well, so that technically will be another episode or video after this one. And then I also made a note that I was going to create a post for this, so it's super easy, go through that. Another thing I decided with that clothing store, I wanted to get set up there's a company that basically will drop ship t-shirts. You give them a design and they'll actually fulfill it on your behalf, so that's something I wanted to get set up. I've been having like headlight problems on my car, so I made a note to just make a phone call to the mechanic and ask them about it. I wanted to follow up with a company about getting some shipping information, so I made a note about that. Like, these are all like, they're kind of, there's a lot of stuff here, but there's no reason I can't get all these things done. So I just wanted to give an example. Like, that was sort of my to-do for today. I guess that's it for today, and you should hear back from me tomorrow. Talk to you later.